Students, let me describe you the process of gestation. Actually, gestation is not a process. It is the period in which the mature baby having a full organs remain in womb. So it is very easy to describe by you. It is actually the 266 days of a period. It is about 9 months of a period in which baby remain in womb, having a lot of nutrition and having a lot of metabolic activities that can be seen during the pregnancy. And it is the 266 days, and the period of 9 months is actually the gestation period of human. But you should write about the different organisms, show the different gestation period through a tabular form. It is your homework, that is through a table in serial number, name of organisms and period of gestation. For example, human being, period of gestation to 266 days. Other animals like elephant, cow, buffalo, monkey, etc. may be asked in examination. So you should have your homework regarding the gestation period. Now back to the next, that is the 10th, parturition. Parturition means, how can you define the parturition? Simple, the delivery of baby can be defined as the parturition. But actually, the long way, it can be defined as the process in which the full mature baby comes out from a birth canal, that is known as parturition. And parturition, in the case of parturition, actually, the signals of parturition is very important. Signals of parturition. Signals of parturition is very important. It is very important regarding examination purpose. Signals of parturition is very important, and it should be understood very clearly. And if there is any doubt regarding this, you can frequently ask through a written form on me. Listen carefully. Parturition actually doesn't begin until the high level of progesterone remain in the female uterus. It means until the high level of progesterone remain in the uterus, then progesterone doesn't begin. It means in order to initiate the parturition, in order to initiate the delivery, then there is need to decrease the progesterone. So sometime it may be a question appeared, which kinds of injection given by doctor in order to delay the parturition, in order to delay the delivery, that is progesterone. It means if the progesterone available into the uterus, then there will be no delivery happen, there will be no parturition begin. So in order to overcome that problems, listen, in order to overcome the problem of high level of progesterone, the fetus itself, you will get amazed, the fetus itself play important role in order to self delivery, in order to self parturition. And how, it will be mentioned in after erasing, because that take too much space. Signals of parturition, the early 2 point is over. As you know that the high level of progesterone is affect the total overall process of parturition, and then the fetus itself play important role in order to overcome the problems of high level of progesterone, and it also able to initiate the process of parturition. Let's see. Actually, the overall signals of parturition, overall the process of parturition is a complex neuroendocrine mechanism. That is, several hormones are involved in the process of parturition. So it may be asked, and many times asked in the examination, justify the statement parturition is the complex neuroendocrine mechanism. So let's see how the parturition occurs through the process of different endocrine mechanism. Actually, when the progesterone level is high and the delivery time is delayed, then what happens? The adrenal of fetus, adrenal means adrenal gland, adrenal of fetus actually secrete very special kinds of hormones, and that hormones is known as CRH and cortisol. CRH means, you should note down, the corticotropin releasing hormones. the corticotropin releasing hormones. It should be note down the full form of CRH, and I hope it was over in class 11th. And the CRH and cortisol induce the mild contraction, that is these two actually responsible for the mild contraction of smooth muscle fibers, that is smooth muscles of uterus. It is responsible for the mild contraction of smooth muscle of uterus. It means a uterine wall get contracted. Listen carefully. The uterine wall slightly get contracted, and the second function of CRH, it also decrease the progesterone hormones. It also decrease the progesterone hormones. That phenomenon is known as, that overall phenomenon is known as FER, fetal ejection. Listen carefully. Fetus ejection reflex. Fetus ejection reflex. Fetus ejection reflex. It is very important. What is fetus ejection reflex? And it may be asked, as we know that high level of progesterone delay the delivery, then in order to overcome the problems of high level of progesterone, adrenal of fetus secrete CRH and cortisol that responsible for the mild contraction of uterine wall and decrease the level of progesterone. That phenomenon is known as fetus ejection reflex. Now back to the next steps. What happened? Actually, when the uterine wall get constricted, that is uterine wall partially get constricted, then what happen? Then it triggers means is to stimulate. It triggers the mother's pituitary. What triggers by the uterine wall? It triggers mother's pituitary, and the mother's pituitary, after stimulating by the uterine wall itself, able to secrete very other important hormones, that is actually oxytocin. And you are well familiar with the hormones of oxytocin. That is, oxytocin is responsible for the smooth muscle contraction. Smooth muscle contraction. So the oxytocin begin the contraction of further uterine wall. That is, oxytocin further responsible for the uterine wall contraction. And where do the oxytocin secrete out from the pituitary? It may be asked, the posterior pituitary. Listen carefully. The oxytocin further is responsible for the uterine wall contraction. That is, oxytocin by the regular secretion of oxytocin, the regular contraction begin in uterus wall. And which wall? The myometrium wall. The myometrium wall, by the effect of oxytocin that was secreted by the pituitary, regularly get constricted, so that, listen carefully, so that the shrinking of overall uterus happened. By the continuous shrinking, the baby comes out from the birth canal. By the regular secretion of pituitary and contraction of the uterine wall, baby comes out very easily from the birth canal, and that process is actually known as the parturition. Actually, doctors give the oxytocin injection, the injection of oxytocin, in order to the rapid delivery. During these events, that is during the uterine wall contraction, there is a lot of pain generated. That pain is known as labor pain. So you should have also in your mind, labor pain is the pain generated at the time of delivery, and this is the overall process of signals of parturition. Student, let I introduce you the process of lactation. Lactation means the continuous secretion of mother's milk is called lactation. It should be noted down. the continuous secretion of mother's milk after the parturition is known as lactation. It begins just after the parturition, and baby start milk feeding from the mothers just few hours of the parturition, just few hours of the delivery. That is the important events. That is actually not a process of reproduction, that is actually a part of reproduction. Now the few points regarding lactation should be noted down. Actually lactation begins from the mammary gland, that is a source of milk, and mammary gland is stimulated by the hormone prolactin. Listen carefully, the hormone prolactin is secreted from the adenohypophysis. It is secreted from the adenohypophysis. The hormone prolactin is secreted from the adenohypophysis, and that responsible to stimulate the mammary gland, and mammary gland is begin to secrete the milk, and that milk is actually a yellow type, that is the color of new milk that is secreted from the mothers, and newly for new baby is actually yellow in color, and that yellow color milk is known as colostrum. Colostrum sometimes called as boons for baby, because of having a lot of nutrients and necessary substances in them. So what is colostrum? The yellow color maternal milk that secreted early days of the lactation, that is known as colostrum. It should be noted down, and it is very important what is colostrum and why colostrum called as boons for the baby. Listen carefully. Actually colostrum provide the nutrition to the baby by means of lactose. As you know that lactose is a part of carbohydrate that provide energy. Not only lactose, it also secrete minerals. The colostrum also consists a lot of minerals like sodium ion, potassium ion and calcium ion. That is actually the chief minerals that is present in the colostrum. Not only colostrum consists the lactose and minerals, it also consists the cholesterol. And cholesterol is responsible for the growth of nervous system of baby. That's why doctor always prescribe to milk feeding for a baby from the mothers during the early days. Now let's see the very important antibody, that is known as antibody IgA. Antibody IgA also available in the mother's colostrum, and that is unfortunately that is randomly developed to the baby, and that is actually responsible for the protection of baby from the unnecessary disease infections. So which antibody is delivered from the colostrum to baby? That is antibody IgA, and it is very important. The colostrum consists of vitamin A, vitamin B6 and vitamin B12 and vitamin K. That is, it also consists different kinds of vitamins like vitamin A, B6, B12 and vitamin BK. And also it is the good source of colostrum is also good source of protein. As you all know, protein casein is the common in all kinds of milk, where is the normal milk or colostrum milk. So that is actually, this milk is actually the characteristics of this milk. This protein is actually it responsible for the satisfaction of baby, and the baby after getting milk begin their sleeping stage. The one important things of lactation, actually lactation act as the natural contraceptions. Listen carefully, lactation is actually called as natural contraception because there will be no pregnancy happen in female until the female provide the lactation, perform the process of lactation till 1 to 6 months of continuous milk feeding. It means during 1 to 6 months there will be no pregnancy happen. Why? It should be asked in examination. Let's see. Actually, let's see how lactation or milk feeding responsible for the natural contraceptions. Listen, as you know that the breastfeeding occurs through the well endocrine system, that is, it is stimulated through the hormone prolactin. Listen, prolactin is responsible for the breastfeeding. It means it is responsible for the formation of milk in mammary gland. That is responsible for the milk formation. Listen, not only it milk formation, it is the other matter, but here we are focused on the why breastfeeding act as natural contraception. It means why till the 1 to 6 months, if the female perform the process of lactation, that is baby perform the milk feeding, then at this event, at the time of 1 to 6 months, there will be no pregnancy happen. Listen, prolactin not only responsible for the formation of milk, it also inhibit, listen, it also inhibit the GnRH, the gonadotropin releasing hormones. Listen, GnRH secreted from the hypothalamus, and when the prolactin is available in human female, then GnRH never secreted from the hypothalamus, and everything get resolved. Then if no GnRH, it means no LH, FSH, it means no estrogen, progesterone, it means no pregnancy. That's why until the prolactin hormones is secreted out from the female during the pregnancy, during the breastfeeding, there will be no any kinds of pregnancy happen in female. That's why the natural breastfeeding is also known as natural contraceptives. That phenomenon is known as Lamb method of contraceptives, lactational amenorrhea method. So what is lactational amenorrhea method of contraceptives? Listen, the continuous breastfeeding prevent the process of pregnancy, delay the pregnancy. That is responsible for the inhibiting GnRH by different way, by the inhibiting of different kinds of other hormones, that is responsible for the pregnancy. That's why you can have the chapter 3 finished, and in next video lecture I will begin the chapter 4. Thank you.